Baby, keep it coming, don't slow down.
Hey there, welcome to Getting Older and Growing Bolder, where we talk about all things good, bad, and ugly about this thing we call aging. Today we're going to talk about freedom. Actually, not about freedom so much as what it takes to get free. If you're like me, you loved working. But if you're like me also, one day you just couldn't stand it anymore. Are you on a frugal path to retirement? My friend coined that term, frugal path. I love it. And it means you got to start thinking before you retire how you're going to change your spending habits. If you still love working, that's awesome, and you want to keep at it, go for it. But it's never too soon to start thinking about these things when that day might hit you. In fact, one day when it hit me, I was working in the corporate world, and I heard a noise when I was walking. My shoes were making a noise. My shoes were talking to me, and you know what they were saying? They were saying, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here. What? It was news to me. It was a good place to work. But it hits you. Some of the things we'll talk about today are kind of fun to do. Others not so much. But either way, I firmly believe that a little bit of sacrifice is so worth the freedom. I swear, if I were told that I had to give or receive one more performance review, I'd probably jump off a bridge. You just get fed up. Okay, this first one is one you hear about all the time. And I finally did it, and I hope you will too. We have to take a look at what we're paying for insurance, for our cars and our homes, for our cell phones, for our computer internet services, for our cable TV. Those expenses are incredible. And you can get on the phone with the current provider you're using and generally get that cut down. I'm going to tell you real quickly about doing it. Stick with me. This one is boring, but it's probably the most fruitful of all these tips you're going to hear today. I don't think it's as helpful when people just tell you to call your Wi-Fi provider and get a better deal. It's helpful for people to tell you how you did it and what it was like. And that's what I just want to share with you a little bit. Oh my God, I was on the phone for 2.5 hours getting my cell phone provider changed over to my internet provider. In other words, bundling the two. It does work, but oh my God, be prepared to spend some time. Before you call your provider, make sure that you know what you're spending and have shopped around a little bit to know exactly what is out there. You don't want to call them and not be able to say, hey, I can get this internet for a lot cheaper than I'm paying for it, if you don't actually have that in your back pocket to show them or tell them. Once you do that, they're going to be very nice, and you're going to get an offer pretty quickly of, say, $10 off a month. It may be because you now qualify for a senior discount, or they'll make something up to give you a little bit better deal. Well, don't stop there. If you ask around and tell them, gosh, I know I can still get it for a lot less, and I really can't afford this anymore, they're going to come up with some ideas for you. So I got a great deal, but it was so tedious. They had to send me lots and lots of links to sign up and approve. And I'm not kidding you. It took 2.5 hours. And that didn't even count the things I needed to do after to make sure my old provider had me completely disconnected and I wasn't paying for that as well. If you do want details on that, drop me a comment and I'll be happy to share it with you. But it is worth it. Look at those things that you're paying every month and start chopping them down. I guess we'll say that was number one. So number two, shop better. This one can be really dangerous. If you don't trust yourself to go to stores that are having sales without buying stuff you don't need, or if you don't trust yourself at a going out of business sale, those are my favorite, don't do this one. You got to be a little disciplined, but if you are, you can save a bunch. I heard there's a PetSmart going out of business and everything is 75% off. So I'm going to go check it out. Cat toys, dog toys, treats. We'll see. Well, it's kind of creepy and sad, but we'll see if there's some deals to be had. 75% off everything. Wow, if only I had a ferret. Really great deals on ferret food. And bunny bedding. If only my cat didn't eat a prescription diet. Where are the toys? Okay, here's another one you can make a little fun out of. And it's kind of the opposite of the second one. And that is anti-shopping. Use what you have. Here's a tiny video to show you what I mean. I did. Today I washed my broom. Instead of paying $20 for a new broom, I washed it. I know, the buy nothing movement may not be for you. It's not for me. But minimalism has its place. I'm not going to go so far as to wash my dental floss, but I am going to look around and see what I can use that I have. Can I fix it? Can I clean it? And regarding fixing things, I've never been real handy, but now that you can watch a YouTube video on how to fix pretty much anything, I have since put in a light fixture I never thought I'd be able to do. I replace a bottom strip on my shower that keeps the water from coming out. I've done some caulking, and I tell you what, it's the freedom. I don't love doing handiwork, but knowing that that's how I'm buying my freedom from that 8 to 5, getting up every day and doing performance reviews or receiving them. What is your pet peeve from the office? Ladies and gentlemen, this is embarrassing. But the other day I went into my closet and there was dust on top of some of my clothes and on the coat hangers. Now these were some suits that I'd been saving. And I realized I've been saving for 10 or 15 years. Nice suits that I might need to wear again. Not going to happen. So, number 4 is declutter for dollars. I use eBay, Facebook, Craigslist to sell stuff. And I've gone to some consignment stores and taken them my items. I mean, this is kind of my favorite one because not only are you getting a little cash, but you're getting rid of stuff. Decluttering is good for the soul. Turn downsizing and cleaning into cash. I mean, how many wine glasses do you need? Okay, number 5, and this is another one of those big ones that takes a lot of effort and probably years to accomplish. Is your home a money pit? Think about it. I have a friend, Edna, who asked me for some advice, and we discussed it and came to the conclusion, well, let me just tell you what we talked about. Edna, not her real name, was paying $2,300 a month on her mortgage, and she was wondering if she should pay it off. She only owed $160,000, so she had that more than that in her 401k, and she thought, why not just pay off my house and then have no mortgage payment for life? Well, here's the problem with that math. So we put together some numbers. Should Edna sell her house and move into an apartment? It turns out that of that mortgage, by the time she accounted for taxes, that's property taxes, insurance, and her HOA, she would still be paying about $1,700 a month even after paying her house off. So the idea of no mortgage payment for life really was not there. There's no such thing in a lot of cases. Now that $1,700 a month that she would still be paying for HOA, insurance, and taxes doesn't even consider maintaining the home that you wouldn't have to do in an apartment. Just because you pay your house off doesn't mean you don't still have to eventually replace your air conditioning, your heating, your appliances, your flooring, carpet, paint. All of that is still there. So think about whether your house is a money pit. I know that letting your home go, it's going to be tough for me, but that time is coming. Edna would walk away with some money, a good amount of money, because she's had that house for a while and only owes $160K on it. So she could take that money that she gets in selling it, pay off the mortgage, and then invest the rest in something that's going to accrue interest over time. Okay then, that's just a few things. I'm definitely going to have to make a part 2 because I love finding ways to save money. It's my job now. I work for me now. Some of these things are not fun or easy, but they get fun and easy when you start to realize it's about your freedom. You're buying your freedom. A frugal path to retirement is a frugal path to freedom. Get out the way, people. I got some grub to buy. This is my basket so far. Don't overdo it there, Morgan. There we go, 50% off of these sliced apples. But here's the thing. Sometimes I'll get those because they're easy, but it's still cheaper to buy your apples regular. Same with these little snack kits. They expire like in one day. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh wait, there's nothing frugal about drinking wine. Well, at least I'm not buying it at a restaurant for $10. I loved working, I really did. But I love my freedom a lot more.